So welcome to a bit of an update on this Audi. We've got a bit of a slight issue with it. More paperwork side. Did the repair on the wing. As you can see, it's dropped back on some standard 18-inch rims. I found out from the dealers that it ran on 18s. The 19s I took off because one was cracked. Bought some Audi A4 wheels thinking they'd fit. Wrong ball centres. So I put the tyres from two of them tyres from the A4 rims onto these A5 rims. Anyway, we've got 4 decent tyres on it. Oh, 2 at front, 2 at back were alright on these rims, so we've got there in the end. So when I bought it, I was a bit suspicious it was still taxed, which normally a car would be SORM through an insurance company or wherever. The person would send the logbook off, but I left it at that. I've looked online many times, but looked online thinking, well, it's now time to get it on the road. I've got it insured, and what can we do? So I've looked like everybody else, and what you do is you fill your V62 form in. There's a guide how to fill it in when you print the sheet off as well. You put the details of the car in, the chassis number when you bought it, and things like that, your personal information. You can send this off with 25 quid check, personal check, or a postal order, which is extra 350, which is 28 quid. Send it off to DVLA, and in 4 to 6 weeks you'll get your logbook, you get the reference number, you can tax it and go from there. I was told I could fill this in. Not really done this, I don't think. Fill it in, go to the post office like I did, pay me money, £28 I think, over the postal order. And when she tried to type the reg in my postcode, she says I can't do it, there's an error. She'd never seen it before. So panicked a little bit because I knew it was still taxed. Came back, rang the DVLA and said that this car that's gone through insurance and a salvage yard, co-parts, the logbook is still in this person's name that owned the vehicle. So I'm stuffed now. So I fixed it and I can't drive it now for 4 to 5 weeks until I send this form in the old school way and wait for them to take the owner off to put me as a new keeper. I've got to put the date I bought it, which when I went to collect it, and the right to the original owners. Have got so many days to respond. If they don't respond or whatever, I think the issue with the logbook, there should be an issue with it. I've got receipts and everything else like that. That's another thing. If you do a car that's got no documents, please get a receipt off that person. You need the postcode, which you can add on there, and it shows you bought the car genuinely with no documents, and tell them you're applying on the V62 for it. Be prepared for a letter to come, which I've done in the past, because you might wonder what it is, and then it normally takes that sort of time. So that's the problem we've got. We've got to repair that wing, and we're going to have to sort the bumper out a little bit as well. So we've got a few jobs to do on it, but I'm not very pleased. I could drive it, but I'm not going to because it's in somebody else's name. I do have to take it for its MOT because it kind of clashes with Christmas. So it is going it is going for its MOT very soon. The DVL are aware of it. I am driving it there and straight back, and then that's it. So I certainly don't want to drive a car out somebody else's name. I don't know that person, so it's not very fair either. So I'd rather just leave it parked up. So that's the information on the V62 form. Hopefully I'll do an update when I get the logbook. It should come back as a Cat N, which shows no total loss on the front of the logbook, which I'm hoping I can put a private plate on it. I don't know that, and I'll do a quick update video when the logbook comes if I can do it or not. I think a Cat N, you have to HPI it yourself to see if it's on the register. It doesn't show on the logbook, so just be mindful if you see a nice car. It could have been a Cat N, and you can't see it unless you HPI it. So for the sake of a few quid nowadays, I'd HPI it and it should come up total loss. This does, but on the logbook I'm hoping as a Cat N it's just the keepers and nothing else. But I'll do a video up on that. But this is mainly about this V62 form. If you bought a damaged car, get it filled in, get it sent off, and see what happens. See if you want the logbook back. And if I'd have done this prior to this, would have had a couple of weeks and would have been alright, but now I've got to wait another 5 weeks to sort it. So thanks very much for watching. Thanks everyone that has subscribed. If you like my channel and you like what I'm doing, hit that subscribe, give us a thumbs up, and we'll see you in the next video where we're going to do some work on the van. Alright, thanks very much, and see you See you in the next one.